There are many problems that one has to solve when working in a small cemetery. And one of the big problems in the Jewish cemetery in Victoria is boulders. Recently, when trying to dig a grave, we went down maybe 30 or 40 centimeters and found an enormous boulder. I was aware that it was there, but I wasn't aware of how big it really was. I hoped we could remove it, but it was much too big. Don Mann provided Duncan and a small excavator, and we went to work on this 2.5 by 2.5 meter plot. In truth, I didn't think we'd get this out. We tried smashing it with a hoe ram, but finally Duncan was able to loosen up enough of the edges that he could get the bucket underneath it and begin to move it. And then finally got
the
it.
biggest boulder I've seen come out of the cemetery. This is huge. It's going to try to roll it. It's going to try to roll it up and out of the hole.
Once it was loose, Duncan just kept on rocking it and filling in with soil, and essentially just filled in the hole with the dirt we had taken out, and lifted the rock up in that way until he was finally able to pull it out literally of that hole. We figured the rock weighs almost as much as the machine, and there was no way he could pick the rock up, so we had to slide it down the walkway in the cemetery, and the concrete and the little stones actually provided a very nice slippery surface for the boulder. At the very end, he was able to drag it across to our enormous and growing rock pile, where it will now rest until we can get rid of all these rocks. And then with the rock put in its proper place, Duncan took his little machine and drove it back to the Don Mann truck. A day's work well done. Thank you, Duncan, and thank you, Don Mann.